And it says we are live. Hello, everybody. It's Friday, so I hope everyone had a great week. And today, Jonathan and I are excited to have a guest joining us for our creativity session. And we have Gerald from TarotStache.
Hello. Thanks for having me. I'm trying to camera set up so that you can actually watch what I'm working on. So
very cool. Really, and what are you working on today?
Top of my head.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You were talking what?
Sorry, oh, go ahead, Jonathan. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Heather.
Oh no, I was saying, because you said Gerald said I'm, want everyone to be able to see what I'm working on. I said, well, what are you working on? So didn't mean to jump in front of.
I am working on turning this.
Ooh,
that's pretty.
I'm going to small myself a little bit, taking this and making it into a fabric piece. I did this one for my sister-in-law.
Ooh.
And a couple of years ago. This was, I really like the way it turned out, and it's on felt. But they had a house fire, so this was destroyed in the house fire. So I am working on this, and I have this that I've created. Let's see if I can hang on. I hate it when I do that.
Reminds me of my bumblebee Jasper. That's beautiful.
So
I can see that.
But
oh wow.
So I'm working on that. And I've given myself today to work on this area right here because where's the piece? There it is. If you can see it, this is pretty straight. This is not straight. These are tree lines. So I'm going to do a little bit of digging with that. So that's what I'm going to be working on.
Very cool. And we got people popping in. Gypsy JJ is here. This is going to be interesting. Yes, it is. It's always fun when we have doing different types of projects because creativity art doesn't always have to mean painting. It could be painting with textiles. It could be creating, images with textiles and painting masks and using pencils. It's all whatever we find that we tap into personally with our creativity. And we have Madame Maru here. And we have, of course, this guy here. I don't know what he's doing here, but hello. Our wonderful Jonathan, my sidekick for our art. And we got Moira. And Magus is here. Hello, Magus. Good to see you. And so, Jonathan, what are you working on today?
As you can tell, I'm not outside in my usual spot. So I don't have a canvas to paint. Instead, I will be painting this. It's a masquerade mask. It's just black lace. I just want to bling it up a little because I'm going to be wearing it tomorrow, actually, for a moonlit masquerade. That's a 1-year anniversary for a wine lounge near here.
Oh, fun.
I know the owner, and she hired me for a couple hours of roaming as a roaming tarot reader. And I was like, well, how am I going to do that with wine and cards, right? I came with a solution. I've got tarot coins. So I say, grab a handful of tarot coins, throw them in the bowl. Let's read your fortune.
Oh, that's creative. I love that.
Interesting.
So,
yeah.
We are all
I'm going to read the tarot tomorrow night.
There you
Hi,
go.
Jax.
And Jax is here. Yep. And don't forget to smack that sassy, right, girl? And to be sure to. Yep, that's what, when it comes to instead of hitting like that thumbs up, she came up with smack that sassy. I'm like, smack it really good. So that's how we roll here with Jax. And we have Kaylee. Pogo is here. Hello, Kaylee. So yes, very cool. And Gerald, when you mentioned working on felt, it made me think of, I don't know if a lot of people know Jamie Sawyer. the
Yes.
tattoo artist turned, oh my God, well, yeah, you've had some of her cards. She did a felt.
Yes,
I
the
love the
Felted
felt
tarot.
tarot.
I have it. It's beautiful.
Yes. So it goes to show that you can take whatever it is. I mean, go to the dollar store, pieces of felt and, basic acrylic paint now, and you can use anything to create something amazing. So,
Yes, you can.
all righty. So for me, I'm going to start on a new painting. It's a little bit smaller.
Oh, blank canvas.
Huh?
Blank canvas.
Oh, there's nothing more fun. People say, "Oh, it's terrifying to have a blank canvas." I'm like, "Ooh, no, let me at it." So I finally finished, or I'm going to quote unquote here, finished the last one just this morning. A little couple touch-ups of the one that I started with Jonathan, and I'll be posting on my Instagram and my Facebook. If anybody would like to see the finished product, because right now it's hanging on the wall over there. And for my inspiration, I was listening to a little bit before the gents joined me backstage, but while working on this, I've been very inspired. Everyone knows I love music, and I can't be painting without music. And for me, the new Florence and the Machine CD is just incredible, amazing, even influencing me and getting me to write poetry. So that's going to be what I'm going to be listening to when we're off camera. And my inspirations are colors still kind of like what I was using before, but from my Imbolc, Witches of the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc Oracle, I have my Northern Star, which has beautiful indigos and purples and yellows and oranges and goldens. And of course, a little bit of the stronger yellow. I loved my Forge in Fire one. I had to bring that. But from my mannerism, I love these colors. So I'm going to bring some of those colors into it as well.
Nice.
So I just absolutely, I wish I could paint like that, but it inspires us in other ways to express ourselves and how we are all different, because we all painted the same. It'd be boring. So, or if we
It would
created
certainly be something. That's definite.
Everyone did the same kind of painting.
Yep.
Wow.
Although back in the day, you had to paint a certain way to be able to be
True.
represented in the salons, especially in France and Paris. Oh, if you did not paint like, the masters and the classical, your work was just like, nah. Yeah. So, but thank goodness Monet and his guys got together, started doing their own salons, and started getting that beautiful impressionistic work out there. And we have Roman Gold Moon XY, and Roman will be joining me tonight for my Friday night hangout, which will be happening about an hour or so after this show. And yes, smack that sassy. You got it, girl. And let me just back up. And yes, Madame Rue, I found a bag of yarn I forgot I had ordered, so I'm making another hat.
I love that.
What was that, Jonathan?
No, I said it. I said it. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Heather will confuse Jonathan and I regularly, and we think it's funny. I think it's funny. I don't know how you feel about it, Jonathan.
The only thing I can think of is you guys were twins.
Hey, it's a great honor to be called Gerald.
So I'll do my best, but yeah.
Relax. I was just saying, Maru's, found a box of or a bag of yarn. I've been working on hats, and they've been a lot of fun. So they've been great. And Maru, are you crocheting them, or are you? Will you allow the guests
want to know?
Yeah, Jonathan, that's for you.
Will you allow the guests to reach in the bag and pull their own tarot coins? Just curious. Thank you.
That's why the bowl's there. So I can pull from the bag and throw in the bowl. That way no one's thinking they get to keep any of the coins. So So yeah, and then once they fall in, then I can read the upright ones, and then the ones that are face down, I can read either like as reversed or shadow cards or whatever, depending on the reading, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
And Moria said, I used to paint my canvas edges with matte black acrylic before starting a painting. Always broke the ice and looks great in a float frame. Yep, and you can buy black gessoed canvases too, but be wary. I bought one from Hobby Lobby, and I noticed that the coloring was coming off in my paint and my brushes. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
not again.
That is
I am a
subpar
person who
gesso there.
regularly I would actually I would do put a color wash on it. Because the white oftentimes was too stark, and I would put like burnt sienna or
Yep.
basically, when I was getting into it, I would use the opposite color from what the main color was of the background that I was painting, because I did a lot of still lifes. So.
And Diana Buzz is here, the oil painter herself.
Hi, Diana.
Hello, hello. And I have got to get to painting here. So everyone's saying hello. I'm trying to catch up. And yes, that's what we did in college too. We always, most of us, it was yellow ochre to start our canvases with.
Yeah.
And I like to play around because there's some, artists that love doing like reds and golds and purples and oranges. So I like playing around with different backgrounds myself. And you mentioned burnt sienna. I have that here along from, of course, my natural acrylic paint from locally made here in Ashland, Oregon. It is sold globally, and it's all natural paints are all non-toxic. They're all plant-based. They're all archival, and they are all eco-friendly and conforms to all the ASTM standards. And yeah, amazing paint. If you want to avoid, paints that contain toxic elements and pigments and things that's in them. So they only have the full line like I would like. So I will use some of the other brands, but I absolutely love being able to support local business. Whenever you can, please do that, because it does help your local business, your artists, the economy. So yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to be using here. All those colors sound like the skies we've seen lately. Oh, goodness gracious. So, and of course, Gerald being our guest. Oh, and really quick too. I think Diana was the very first guest that Jonathan and I had on. She had joined us.
Sounds right.
And she painted Ellen of the Ways, or Ellen of the Tribe.
Yep.
Nice.
And then we had, why can I never remember her name, Jonathan?
Are you thinking Jenna Matlin?
Yes, Jenna joined us. She's going to be busy, but when she's free, we're going to see if we can have her join us again. Lennon Smith is itching to get back into art, so she's going to be joining us at some point this coming year, hopefully within the next couple of months.
That's exciting.
And anybody who would like to join Jonathan and I, and Diana, you're always welcome back, my dear. Just let me or Jonathan know, and we'll make it happen when we can.
We like having guests come back.
I agree, Magus. It's fun to watch, and because I'd watched a show. I think it was one you did by yourself, Heather, and I was going to do more of those. It's just fun. It's like being with other artists. It's a bit like having studio time with others. It's great.
I miss the studio space and painting with others. So
Yeah.
And so people that, are new to this, we may not be able to jump into the chat right away because we're going to be, working on stuff. So if I miss a comment or if any of us miss a comment, it's not intentional. It's just we're focused. And so while we are working, Gerald, did you want to kind of share what you would like about your creative journey, where it started, how it started, where it's at now?
Yeah, I for a long time, I was always a bit of a creative child. I did, and in junior high, when we were exposed to various types of, by the way, for those of you who don't, who create and try to talk at the same time, I don't know how Bob Ross did it.
I don't either.
Because I'm like on blah blah blah. So I in junior high I really got interested in visual arts, and in high school I decided that's what I wanted to pursue. So I took all sorts of electives on visual arts, and then I went to art college and graduated with a bachelor's in fine arts.
You did.
I did. I
So
did.
We got a lot in common, Gerald.
There you go. And so I have, you like Depeche Mode, and so do I. So,
well, who doesn't like Depeche Mode? I mean, come on now.
Come on.
I don't know. We should block them on the channel.
Any 80s music. Especially a flock of seagulls, right, Gerald?
I like me a good flock of seagulls.
Yeah.
So I graduated with bachelor's in fine arts, where I did a lot of different things. I did painting, drawing, I did printmaking, and
I always loved printmaking.
So I painting, drawing, printmaking, sculpture. I did a lot of things. So the teachers didn't much know what to do with me because I was all over the place. But what I tell people is because what I learned is I learned how to think creatively.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big takeaway for it. So I have for a while I was doing garment construction. I was sewing my own clothes, sewing some costumes, having some doing some coats for people. That's always been fun. And it's been in the last, and then I knit for a long time. I actually had a knitting blog and a knitting YouTube channel. So that was fun, but I haven't touched that for quite a while. And by the way, what I'm doing right now is I'm taking the time to actually snip all of the ends, because I did not do this while I was sewing. So from there, and then I had a friend who needed some help with doing some quilting, and my sister teaches quilting classes, and so I was like, my sister might be able to help. So I took my friend. She and I went up to visit my sister, and I thought, I should probably learn to quilt, or I should probably, quilt while I'm there. And I started quilting. I don't follow rules. So
the rules were meant to be broken, really.
Yes. And so I did a variety of things, and that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. And then I was like going, I'm a visual artist. I mean, fabric is just really, it's like paint.
Mm-hmm.
So, and from there, I started to explore that and, just do weird stuff like that. I did see Tom from Early Ritual show up. Hi, Tom.
Yep, Tom's here. And Diana wanted to interrupt. So, Diana, these two cards here are from the Seasons of the Witch Imulk Oracle deck. And then the third card I have here is from my Mannerist deck that I just got. So I'm kind of being inspired by the colors in all three of those cards, the colors for my painting. And Irene is also here. Let's see. I know Hershey. I was putting paint on the canvas when I saw Hershey pop in, so Hershey is here.
Hey, Hershey.
Let's see. And Mega says this is a great idea. Creating, yes, is so much fun. Would love to have you join us, Magus. I know you don't do collabs, but just so you know, that invitation is always out there to you, my friend. And Cat Lady said, took me forever to find you guys. Well, some people might or may not remember me, but I do have my other channel. I'm leaving it up just to kind of show the process and progress that, you know, I've made over the years being on TarotTube, well, with reading. So my other old channel is Indigo Jaguar. And after I moved here last year to Oregon, I decided something brand new and I started a new channel. So there's Hershey, everyone. Hello, everyone. Sending blessings and positive vibes to you all. And I'm trying to get Tom to join as well because Tom, people don't know, but Tom is show me backstage some of his sculptures that he has started. And man, Tom's got some mad skills with sculpture. And I'm hoping one of these days he can join Jonathan and I and share some of that amazing talent. We have Irene here. And Tom wanted to know, I don't know if you saw this, Gerald, do you spin? I may have some fiber that I hand dyed left in my stash.
I have spun. I have a spinning wheel that is on loan to a friend of mine. I prefer a drop spindle rather than a spinning wheel. But I have not done a lot of spinning in quite a while. So, but you know, Tom, you could make some sculptures with that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I want to know what kind of dyeing you did with it. That's cool.
I've seen his sculptures without clay and stuff and what he can do. He started, I'm going to throw you under the bus, Tom, but he started this pan
Throwing them on top
sculpture, of the bus. This pan sculpture, and he set it aside and he's waiting to get re-inspired. But man, the torso, everything, the way he sculpted this form, I'm telling you, I didn't have those kind of skills. Used to drive my sculpting teacher nuts because his ex-wife was my painting teacher. They were both professors at Buff State. And he's like, I come to his class and he's like, damn it, you two-dimensional painters trying to take a three-dimensional. He's like poking fun. But yeah, sometimes it's hard for some people are better working on a two-dimensional than they are on a three-dimensional. You know, I was one of those. I did my best. You appreciate that. And I walked away with a B, so I couldn't complain.
Cool. I like a good torso, Tom. Just saying.
I was a sculptor, BFA major in college originally, then switched to photography. You left sculpture for photography? Wow. You know, that doesn't surprise me though, because I was in my very last semester. I waited till the very end to take intro to photography because I knew how costly it would be and how much time it would take. And my photography teacher was like, wow, he goes, you make a good photographer. You want to change, majors? I'm like, no. I just, how long and hard I worked to get to my painting degree. I'm like, no, but I was able to appreciate that. And so I'm trying to catch up with some more chat here.
I love photography.
And he says, I leave the fiber arts to the professionals like Gerald. But that looks amazing, Gerald. It looks like paint from my point of view. I love the colors. I might have to, maybe if you're okay with it, send me a snapshot and I can do something with those colors in a painting. That would be cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, and what's fun is this is like picking out paint, your palette. of just what's there. And this is the original photo for those of you who are watching. I mean, and so there's a point where you have to figure out, and you all probably understand this. There's a point where you can use the inspiration photo, and then you have to put that photo away because you have to make this as a piece of art.
Yes.
And so, but because, yeah. So, but there's a lot of really nice colors in there, and Ma Nature does amazing things. So.
And with that being said, Gerald, what are some of your favorite artists? Who inspires you?
Oh, I really like Richard Diebenkorn. I'm a Wayne Thiebaud fan.
Thiebaud, yes.
Yep.
Sorry. I get all excited. I recognize his name. Sorry.
Yeah, George O'Keeffe is quite good. Louise Nevelson.
Oh, yes.
I do like Michelangelo and Rembrandt, some of the classics there. Quite lovely. I also appreciate the some of the illuminated manuscripts, which are really, really fascinating if you've ever done that. So
yeah, I miss those art history days. I don't miss those hard exams, but you sit there and just watch slides and listen to the teacher talk about the art and everything and the sculpture and those were some days. I miss that.
By the way, here's the back of this piece, so you can see part of what I do is I have a tendency to use strips of fabric rather than cutting things out. So I don't know if you can see that. So you can see, and so
very cool.
This works, and that's a big piece of it. So a lot of times when I was playing with this, the first couple that I made, and there's a couple of videos on, I think it's fabric art in a playlist. I was actually playing, and I was choosing the bobbin thread because I knew it would look really great on the back of the fabric. So it's fun.
Now, do you use the sewing machine ever for the front part of the piece to play with the different zigzags in there?
Yeah, this is all sewn with the machine. So this is, and so I'm using strips of fabric, and so I like to layer, and I like to have raw edge. I am taking, I've taken a couple of embroidery classes, and I learned how to do 3 different forms of applique.
Oh, nice.
So, but it's just a matter of time and practice and
patience. At least for me,
and what's really funny is when this looks good on camera. That's pretty close. What was really cool is I like using the fabrics in unexpected ways, especially using the back of the fabric. I mean that really works nicely with that, and so I like to get this stuff down, and then I will do a lot of playing with the color of thread, because that's for my own paintings. My own paintings had a lot of bright colors and shadows and stuff like that. I forgot to light my candle when I do this. I always light a candle. So.
Are you ever going to share your paintings on your channel someday?
I've done a lot of my fabric pieces. So.
No, from school, your paintings.
I mean, maybe.
Not anytime soon, then, I guess.
That'll be maybe.
I like that. Maybe. So, Jonathan, how's your mask coming along?
Pretty good. It's interesting trying to paint on not necessarily fabric, because it's more of like a lace, I guess you'd call this base. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of colors actually hold on to the mask. But, you never know unless you experiment, right?
Yeah. Like Bob Ross would say, there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. So if you come across something, you're like, oops, but hey, it could turn out to be something new that you can incorporate.
So I want to ask the two of you, do you do any ritual stuff when you are creating? Because one of the things that I like to do is I have a orange candle, which is good for creativity, which I use with my divine creativity oil that I had made for me.
Ooh, nice.
And so I light a candle just to get myself situated.
I sometimes light incense or a candle like that. Sometimes, like Heather, I will blast the music just to get me in that right headspace.
Yeah, that's how I do backstage. Everyone knows if you're a guest, you come on, you're going to hear music going, just to get because to me, music, art, all of it's all interconnected. And that's how a lot of times I get inspired too.
And the music just helps you get in the right mindset, I think, too. Helps you trance out, so to speak.
For me, before any show art, I like to burn my Palo Santo. I have my Florida water and my smudging spray, handmade smudging spray from Miss Tarot D that I love to use. I love the smell. And I also came across a roll-on scent made by, I believe it's a local company, and it's called Indigo Blush. And it smells wonderful. It's like hints of patchouli, rose, and tobacco. So I put a little bit of that on my wrist. So that's part of my ritual. And I'll, set up my space, and I want to get more involved privately behind the scenes in preparing my supplies because people say, well, is there such a thing as like an art witch? And I'm like, yeah, I think I would consider myself that, because for me, I feel like my magic, my energy, my expression of being connected to spirit and universe and everything is through art, through my colors and everything. So I'll be exploring that too a little bit this year. So trying to be more disciplined, I shall say. And people have been sharing in chat with Tom and their connection to Pan. And Marucha says, I love the fabrics you chose for the clouds, Gerald.
Thank you. And that's fun because I always like using batiks. Batiks are really beautiful, and they're the same on the front and the back because of how it's made. So these are batiks, but this is a thin, light shirting material, which is interesting to see it with that. And so this orange is it's a what do they call it? A gradient, fabric that goes across all of the thing. And then, for those of you who remember, do you remember seersucker?
Who?
Seersucker.
Ooh.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, so this is stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's not flat. Made.
Texture.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
Jinx.
Yeah. So it's fun, and so I have used that in here. This is because it's the perfect color, and then I always like playing with the fabric. I mean the thread. So we'll get that in there. So
what type of material is that again, Gerald? The seersucker?
The seersucker, it's a cotton. It's been treated, so it's not flat. It has little bubbles.
Okay, okay. I see that now. Okay, very cool.
So,
and you could also dab paint on that and lay it on a surface and get texture from that too.
absolutely, you could. Yes, and this is much more orange than. There you go. You can see that better. It's really an orangey. It's funny. I don't do any intentional ritual when I'm doing any art other than when I'm making music.
Yes, Tom's also a musician.
Well, that's cool.
I'm telling you, a lot of us
you heard
are
of Alex
creative.
Gray?
Who? Alex Gray.
Alex
Yes.
Gray. He's the artist that did all the covers for the Tool albums and stuff. He says that there is nothing more divine than artwork. And that art is the divine working through human hands.
Love that. Oh, and Maru put in that seersucker is characterized by its signature puckered, wrinkled texture created by weaving threads at different tensions, originating from Persian milk and sugar.
I'm looking for that, and I don't. Let's see. Oh, baby clothes.
There
we go. There we go.
Yeah, Alex Gray even like started a temple specifically for art, like creativity being the divine itself. So.
Yeah, and so I'm not afraid to mix different fabrics there. And while this isn't a traditional, this isn't a quilt, this is painting with fabric, because a quilt has 3 layers: a top, a bottom, and wadding or batting in the middle. Wadding, because I've been watching videos from people in the UK where they call it wadding.
Oh, right.
It's like, oh yeah.
Very cool. I know Allison does quilting, and I was trying to get her on last year to join Jonathan and I for a for one of our sessions to share her quilting and to hang out with us. Let's see.
Cool. Oh man, I bet Allison's crazy where she lives with.
Yeah, you're all in the snow belt there. Yep.
So here's some fabric that I bought that I love. I'll show it to you. Do you know what that is?
Ooh, that's pretty. No, what is that? I can't tell.
They're potato chips.
I love it.
Potato
that was vaguely familiar. What is that?
Why am I suddenly getting hungry? No,
there you go.
Yeah, potato chips don't have that effect on me anymore.
Yeah.
That's okay. More potato chips for us.
There you go.
You have all the potato chips. Now, if they're sweet potato chips, give me that.
Ooh, yes. Now you're talking.
I'll show a bigger piece of the fabric, and this isn't a fabric show, I know. But sometimes you got to show off
creativity.
It's a fabric show when Gerald's here. Potato chips.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of chips.
Do you miss Joanne's, Gerald?
Well, I do miss Joanne's for a variety of reasons, but fortunately we have a couple of fabric stores around. So, and I haven't been to Michael's to be able to see how they're doing with some of the Joanne stuff. Do you miss Joanne's?
So, what do you think?
Ooh.
Oh, nice, Jonathan.
Oh my, yes.
I'm letting the paint dry. And once it's dry, I have some glitter pens that go over the colors to give it just a little bit more bling.
Make it nice and sparkly.
I'm trying to stick out since, I'm supposed to be the roaming tarot reader.
Are you going to walk with a cape? Have a cape over your head with your mask and...
No, I was going to do a sweeping kimono, actually.
Oh, look at that.
And that way I can have like the bag of coins in one sleeve and the bowl in the other.
Oh, look at that. That's fun, Jonathan.
Yes. Ooh, I'm liking this. Ooh.
It's taking so long to dry.
Nice. Let that dry. And I'll go check the chat.
I also got a name tag. Let me grab it.
Let me. Oh, Maru said I was thinking turban. Ooh. Especially with that, what's it called? I was just getting to crochet. Tunisian. A Tunisian like turban crown with the crochet. Oh, that would be beautiful. Let's see.
I also have this name tag on.
You'll have to decorate that. Give it a little
Tarot reader and what? What does it say?
And more.
And more.
Oh, and more.
Yeah. But wait, there's more.
But there's more.
And Moira says a few feathers on that mask would be lovely.
Oh, that's a good idea. I have a lot of feathers.
I have some nice crow and raven ones here too. Jonathan being mysterious. Yes, Tom. Yes. He is.
Did you see at 39 after?
Let's see.
From early ritual.
What is Tom doing now? Come on, Tom. Be a pain in my ass.
Oh,
no, I know. I just tease Tom. He knows that. We tease each other. One day he will join us. We'll have to plan something. Ooh. Yes. Sounds good. But yeah, Tom's my little younger brother.
Rescinded now.
Is it because I mentioned it, Tom? Sorry. Hashtag
No.
sorry, not sorry.
He's my little annoying younger brother. Although
look at that.
I really do adore Tom.
Look at the chat.
Nope. Heather being a smartass. No, she doesn't get my company.
Well, we'll put it this way. I have Tom coming on a show, I think it's in March. So.
Oh, I didn't know that, Tom. Been holding out on me, huh? Yeah. Well, some man got to keep something secret. He's got to keep mysterious. Now we just get Tom to start doing some content on his channel.
Wow. Tom, I didn't mean it to go that way.
No, and I just say that because Tom is an amazing
idea.
reader. He has given me some very really well done readings privately, and I just love the knowledge that he's willing to share when he comes on my channel and when he does private readings. So I have secrets too, Heather. Oh, I bet you do. Some of them skeletons in a closet.
Irene says that she's got a bunch of peacock feathers. I got one right here.
I have one too.
That would be perfect. I don't know how to attach to this though.
Is it a good idea to wear peacock feathers on, when you're performing? Oh, I know they're powerful for the goddess, but
right, you have a point. Putting that back now.
I've heard stuff about when you perform, you shouldn't necessarily wear peacock feathers, but I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
Well,
I certainly could be.
Hey, I'm not willing to chance it, so we'll just leave it at that.
Or John. Well, I was going to say, Jonathan, you've got those horns, you little horny devil, that you like to wear when you do some of your readings.
I think I will. I'll just put on my deer horns, my Cernunnos horns.
Cernunnos.
Not knowing Gerald was working on this project, I thought of him yesterday while looking at art. That reminded me of his works. Here, sucker, I just got some summer slacks.
Yes, Diana, you'll have to join us again. Let me know when you would like to. And we'll figure something out. All of our fellow creatives.
So I just did a trim of this so that it looks more tree-like. I think it looks more tree-like, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I can see the shape of
Yeah.
It looks similar to that. It doesn't have to look.
It's got the same silhouette for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I need to do now is I need to add some more orange underneath.
Yeah, it needs more it needs more cowbell.
Yes, it does. There's always more cowbell.
Needs more orange? Well, it could always use more cowbell.
There you go.
Boy, that's going to go something down in history. I mean, it already has. That's good. That's such a part of pulp culture.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love walking for that.
Okay. Iron Fire Horse said I only have heard that you shouldn't have eagle feathers and others like that unless you're indigenous.
Yeah.
Porcupine fellows, never heard of them owning peacock
It's
feathers.
actually illegal to have eagle feathers if you're not indigenous.
Yep. Unless you are gifted one by. And then, but still, yeah.
So, does that count if you're gifted one by the eagle?
That's a nice
That's what I'm saying.
Nice try.
Well, there are times when I've, walked by birds and stuff and they fluttered and a feather will fall right in front of me and I'll be like, oh, is that gift for me? And I'll know that the energy is for, yes, you can pick that up. That's for you. Or like the other day, I just watched one just curling down on the wind. It was from a mourning dove and it just fluttered down right on the grass right next to me. And I looked at that and it was just like, nope, that was meant for somebody else they sent. But I got to see it. It was beautiful. I thanked them and I kept on walking. So, but up here, we're all ravens and crows. A lot of the local indigenous tribes, the raven is sacred to the people here. And yeah, very powerful. Powerful area. And Diana, oh, you would love Diana, if you're still here in chat. My God, I got to, over the summer, going into the fall, because we have a long fall here. The weather stays beautiful for like 3 months for fall. And I had a thing of grapes in my hand. I went to go to the park to eat them before walking over to my crochet and knitting group. And there was a family of deer out and I took out my grapes and I was eating a few of them. And then I went, I was trying to get, and one of them kind of looked at me and I said, here, want a grape? And I tossed it to them and they stuck their nose up at the air at me and decided to come a little bit further and take a look. Oh, that was good. He took a couple, or she did. And I tossed a couple more. Next thing I know, she's coming up to me. She's eating out of my hand. I'm petting her on the head. I'm petting her face, rubbing her neck, and she's eating all my grapes. It was such a beautiful, because they're protected here. The deer run and walk, and you have to stop for them. So we have a lot of wildlife that's protected here in the town. And you see them wandering. Got a couple bucks walking around. We've got some babies. So just really, really beautiful up here, Especially the little ones following mama. Let's see. Now Heather is covered in ticks. No, I made sure I wasn't. It wasn't like I was rubbing all over the deer. And the minute she ate that last grape, it was like, oh, okay, goodbye. I was no use to her anymore. But there was a woman who was cutting up apples and stuff and giving them to the rest of the family. So, But yeah, that was an amazing experience. It was magical. Let's see, couple of dollars, LOL. I lost that. Ravens, crows, etc. Yes, especially to the Celtic people associated with the Celtic Morgan or Namarigna, who I'm starting to work with. So yes, I'm not surprised that she drew me here, where the native bird, most of the native birds here are the crows and the ravens. So why does the Grim Reaper have a scythe? Okay, Jax, I'm taking it. This is a joke, because I love when Jax throws a little bit of humor into the mix. So why does, okay, because if not, he be the Grim Toucher, and that gets you put on a list.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jax.
Ow.
Wah, wah, wah. got oh, couple of bucks. I see what you meant, Moira. All right. And Shelby, by the way, she's been listening. She's doing creative stuff too on her own right now. So as she's watching us, she's making something.
I love that.
Eagles, yes. So we are going on 2:50, well, my time. So it's going on 3 o'clock. It's 2:52. So Gerald, please let us know what your time, restraints or concerns are, what you need to be done, and we'll make sure that we don't keep you over.
I've got a little bit of more time. I've got about 20 minutes.
Okay. Jonathan and I usually go for like an hour and a half, but we know everybody has different schedules. And while we have you and we're talking about schedules, are there any shows that you would like to share with people in chat that you got coming up?
I have a Caffeinated and Unfiltered on Monday evening, which is going to be fun. For those of you who don't know, Caffeinated and Unfiltered readings are, me and my guest being all clear and concise. And some of you may not like it. It's not everybody.
I think they're funny.
It's still it's definitely, they're fully legit readings. They're just they might cut to the quick a little bit, and some people don't like that. So I always
have unicorns and rainbow farts and stuff for readings. Life is real. So
it is, but sometimes rainbow farts are unicorn farts are hilarious.
I went to go say unicorn farts and I went backwards.
So
I'm telling you, I'm just going to blame it on Gerald and Jonathan.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm used to it.
GMJ. I mean, it's just all this wonderful, energy. And just like, and Nancy is here. I feel the creativity oozing out of my screen. Nancy, I hope you and Sabrina had a wonderful show. Let's see. A backwards unicorn fart will probably hurt. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I had to bring that up.
So if people subscribe to the channel, that way they won't miss stuff. I try to do a good job of informing people what's coming up. Yeah. So.
And tonight for my Friday night, I changed it to Friday night hangout moving forward. I just don't like using Sidekick anymore, seeing that me and Allison are doing, Allison are joining me on Friday. So it's just going to be Friday night hangout. And I have my guests that want to join me for that Friday night. And tonight, Roman, Gold Moon XY, will be joining me for conversation, for readings, and hopefully a few laughs. But she says, we did. Awesome. And then this coming Sunday, which is in bulk, and also the full moon, Kristen Louise, Nine Worlds Tarot, is going to be joining me to discuss the full moon, we're going to be doing readings, and I'm going to see if I can get her to share her latest poem that she wrote, because typically Sundays are my Indigo Poetica shows where I do share my poetry and do readings while pulling. I pull the cards, and then I do a poem to go along with the short little poem to go along with the reading. So she's going to be joining me this Sunday, so I'm very excited about that.
Nice.
Oh.
I think I like how this is turning out.
How's it turning out? Ooh. I think you did a good job on that. That's beautiful.
Thank you. For those of you who came in late, it basically started like this, just black. Metallic rainbow. And I kind of gave it a little like full moon kind of orb right there. Since
there you go.
I believe Saturday night is the first night of the full moon, is it not?
I thought it was my one book said Sunday. Sometimes I think the books accidentally.
Well, Sunday
depending on where you are.
So the thing with the full moon is it's really 3 nights. Usually most calendars mark the middle night. Some mark the first night, some mark the last night. That's why you can get like different dates depending on the calendar.
Yeah, because the energy is available to do that. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jonathan.
And what I've been doing is I've been putting out water for the full moons, even if we may not be able to see the moon, the light in the water, and I use that water to do my paintings with. So
that's cool.
I've been adding that to my water, painting ritual. Last one that we had, that was a super moon, came right in through the window and there was no clouds. I'm like, yes. So I'm staying in the habit of doing that. Saturday night is Sunday. What, Tom?
From full moon, Saturday night to Sunday.
So what eyes wide shut event is Jonathan going to? I was going to make that
technically,
joke.
I guess after midnight it's Sunday, so I guess he's right.
Oh, that's
You're
too
being
funny.
technical about it.
I think that's so much better, don't you?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
There's more definition.
Yeah, it's so much
sure.
better.
Yeah.
So it's so hard to tell the difference, right? Look, which one's the original photo?
I can't tell.
Yeah.
Take my glasses off.
So what I will do is I will do I may do some hand stitching here. Or I could just be lazy and use the computer. It's not lazy, Gerald.
No.
It's just to get it done.
I was going to ask if you had a sewing machine, Gerald, that had the electronics where you can program certain pattern designs and then you just kind of hit go and it does it for you on the.
I have access to a machine like that. I don't use it. Sometimes I use the decorative stitches.
Mm-hmm.
Those are kind of fun. I use the decorative stitches on the Wizard Island from Crater Lake.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so
it's coming along nicely.
I'm laughing at Tom's question for me.
Oh, you didn't hear me say that earlier? I just said that a little while ago. He wanted to know what eyes wide shut.
Wide shut. Sorry, I was getting excited with my dog wanting to go out. So yeah, I got high. So there's a little wine bar around the corner here. It's really nice. It almost feels like you're stepping onto the set of like Sex and the City when you walk in there. And it's their 1-year anniversary. I know the owner, and she reached out to me because she knows I'm a tarot reader, and wanted to hire me for 2 hours of, roaming.
Mystical mayhem.
For her Moonlight Masquerade. So I'm painting a mask for that, and then for the readings, I actually have. Well, at least I pulled it reversed. I pulled the tower reversed.
There you go.
But just to show you, yeah, here's one of the
That
coins.
is so freaking cool. Now, did you buy those, or do you know someone who hand makes them in Hawaii?
I actually backed a Kickstarter for these. He only made the one batch, and I don't think he's ever made another batch of it. But
so you
I really
have a
like
one
them. They're
of a
the
kind.
perfect size. Here's Justice.
That is so freaking cool.
And then, it's very pippish. So here's the 5 of Cups. And I do like the backs of the coins, too.
Who did that one, Jonathan?
Oh, God, I'm blanking on his name. He's done a few of them. He did the alchemical coins. He did... he's done several of the Mayan glyph coins.
Okay.
I think I originally ordered or backed a Kickstarter for his Goetta coins.
Oh, Tom, did you hear that? Goetica? Oh. Sorry.
You can look it up real quick what his name is, because
that's something else.
He's basically all he ever does is he puts up a Kickstarter to get enough funding to like get it done so he can have a set himself.
Well, I think that's fine.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, it's amazing, and quite frankly, I'm very pleased with the quality.
Sorry, Gerald, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's pretty obvious what it is you get when you have it.
Yeah, that's cool. So I had tried to set up because I have a couple of cameras that I can use. I have this one, which is pretty nice. I use this one for when I do flip throughs. I have another camera that I was trying to set up over my ironing board so that I could iron. And then I was trying to get this one to be set up so people could watch me sew, but I can't figure out how to get. I can't figure out how to get that set up so it works well to where I can actually sew. I figured some people might enjoy watching the actual sewing.
Hi, Jane.
Yep. Is it James R. Eads? Hi, Jane the Secret Tarot.
No, it's Arthur Pitsley.
Tom said he almost backed those.
But he said they were a bit expensive. What does IIRC mean?
If I remember correctly.
See all these new.
That's not new. That's from the 90s.
Oh, geez.
I'm from, I'm further back from than the 90s.
I'm further back than both of you, so.
No, Gerald, you're not older than I am. Not that we ladies, share our ages.
I'm not a lady, so.
Just joking. Because I just turned 55. Interesting.
Yes, I'm older than you. Thank you.
Oh. I wish I had a fan to go.
I'm the baby here.
I'm just
Not that I'm a baby.
I'm just like going. I was just like going. Yes, but Heather, you and I like the same kind of music.
So we were 80s babies, pretty much. Well, 70s babies, but we got into.
Well, I was 60s, and I came of age in the 80s. So that's when you had things like Eurythmics, Erasure, Pet Shop Boys.
Yes, Simple Minds, The Cure. Tom, you missed the Depeche Mode conversation already. Madonna. But even like the earlier. Oh, here we go. Heather's brain's going down the 80s.
Uh-oh.
Who can it be now?
So what was interesting is I had some fabric that I bought specifically for this piece, and it's see if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. Nope, you can't see it. It is a, will this help? It's got ridges on it.
Ooh.
So that's embedded into the fabric. And but this is a brown, and I was trying to use that instead of the black. And what was interesting, and as artists, you both may have this, when you want to use a color, but the color, it's got the wrong tone.
Yeah.
It's not right. So, and
I was gonna say, it reminds me of a forest on a mountain.
And so, well, these are trees actually in the distance. However, it just doesn't read right with the rest of the fabric.
Right. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Jane, you ever think of getting, I'm just going to jump in really quick so I don't forget. But when I worked in an art supply store, I had these young women. One of them was a bridesmaid. Something spilled onto her dress. I think it was some bleach or something. There were a couple spots. And I remember I was able to pull off some sort of crafting paint that we had at the store. And I was able to mix the correct corresponding color after a few attempts to cover the spots in the dress. Gerald, can you do something like that with like a fabric paint or a craft paint really thin and start applying it to the fabric to get it to the right shade or value that you want, that you can still use that with your piece, if that makes sense?
Probably. But the thing with that, however, for me is then it wouldn't be just fabric, and I like to stick with just the fabric.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
But that's just me. And I am taking a class in, I think, July on some techniques for this, for some stuff when it's using, what is it using? It's using fusible interfacing, and and so that will allow, that way there won't be any sewing that needs to be done.
Okay.
Oh, Tom. You notice, Jonathan, how she didn't say it out loud?
She didn't have to.
I didn't have to. No, back in the day, this right here meant you didn't want to send the very best. So you would do this instead because you didn't want to send.
Wow. But actually, there are some things that I've done like that, Heather, where when I was crafting props for the children's theater, where I was on a budget and I found that fabric at a thrift store. By gosh, by gum, I was going to make it work. So yeah, and by the way, the great thing is you could do amazing things with spray paint for the theater. It's really good. Ooh, Jonathan's putting it on.
Ooh, it's a Phantom of the Opera. Well, not quite, but still get the Phantom vibes. Very cool.
I'm definitely gonna have to wear it over my glasses, or else I won't be able to see anything.
That's the only thing that sucks about glasses. You're trying to wear a mask, and I'm like, I'm trying to put the mask on over the. Yeah.
Well, the worst thing about my glasses is I tried to look into getting contacts, and apparently my prescription is the antithesis of contacts, according to the guy. Like, if you could have the one prescription that you can't use contacts with, I've got it. Oh, thanks. Woohoo! I won the lottery.
Well, I got trifocals now, so I don't know if I would ever be able to get contacts for something like that.
And I just want to share with people, this piece of fabric is too small for me to use, so I am throwing it away.
But maybe the tiny hands might want to play with it.
The tiny hands might want to do that. However,
large
the tiny hands are not in the sewing studio. How's it feel, Jonathan?
Feels good. That's the problem is I'm going to have to wear my glasses underneath because I can't really wear them over, can I?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could just be partially blind, the blind fortune teller.
There
So
you go.
wasteful. Right
It
back
is.
at
Well, okay, so here I'm going to show. I'm going to be a I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to get something, and I'm going to show it to him. Hold on.
Oh, he's going to show you now, Tom. There you go. You did it now. So, Jonathan, are you going to add like any like not glitter, but like any like flat back like little beads where you can glue and or there's going to be too, you think?
Well, since it's like I have to do it tomorrow, I don't know if I want to like deal with letting glue dry because sometimes it takes like 48 hours for that stuff to dry.
True.
I did attack it with some glitter pens. I'm gonna let it dry a little more, and then maybe I'll attack it with the glitter pens again. I do have some other metallic markers that I might do one more over.
It's
Here you go, Tom.
Fabric stash.
I do save a lot of small pieces, like this one, because these are going to end up being something really awesome. So see, look.
That's a tiny piece, but it's perfect for something.
Well, it's a tiny piece. However, it's about 2 inches by, it's about 2 inches square. So there you go. I can make something out of that. What Gerald is saying
reminds me of
in art, size does matter.
A fern spiral.
So I've heard that, Tom. Heather, by the way, what size brush are you using?
Oh,
And does size matter?
It depends, yes, from what I'm doing.
Well,
this one here is a 6 round.
Yes, it depends on what you're playing with.
I would at some point like to get a better professional set. But sometimes I like getting my brushes and kind of grounding them into the canvas because you can get all cool like textures and things and stuff. I have this was my newest brush. It's already kind of beat up. It was like $5 at Michael's. And what number is this? I think this is a 4. So yeah, depending on the painting, but I mean you can tell this one here used to be now it's wait a minute, where's my screen? There we go. So you can see that's all chewed up, but tossing it makes nice little texture marks also.
Yep.
So now, Tom, what are you? Heather's like, nope, not going to let them derail this show. No, I'll leave that all up to you. But nah. Well, we gotta have a little bit of naughty fun. I mean, come on. I mean, Gerald's with us.
What?
Tom wants to know if you showed everyone the painting.
No, it's hanging on my wall right now.
But okay, so here we got to show our progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I did which is exactly what I wanted to have happen. I was able to work on taking this from a straight line. I've made it appear more like trees, and I added some more orange to the back because when you look at this is a lot of orange, and I was like,
there's a lot of orange in the background.
Didn't have enough orange there. This is coming together.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. And that's where I will go from there is I'll probably do some stitching. I don't know what kind of thread I'll use, what color thread. So, but then I got to do a whole lot of. I'm going to probably do some hand embroidery of this with some white. So that will be fun.
I can't wait to see the finished piece. Sorry.
No, I did some trimming of a few of the threads at the top. So, but I need to do more of that. Still want to see Gerald do an urban landscape.
Oh wow.
Tom, I invite you to send me some photos of urban landscapes that, I don't know, maybe you took. I would love to do that. And Tom, I can send you my phone number and you can text me. And Tom, if you wanted to actually watch me sometime, be present, and you can follow along if you'd like, Tom.
Heather, highlight his last comment.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Tom.
I totally would threaten you with a good time. And by the way, I would only let you watch. I wouldn't let you talk.
He says, I love to watch.
Don't need nothing but a good time.
Actually, Tom, that could be a lot of fun. Yelling out to get a student's attention. Tom, no, I would love that, because part of me, when I'm doing stuff for, when I'm doing the fabric paintings or the painting with fabric, I definitely want to know the person who's taken the photo, so it's not a copyright photo. So, but if you know anybody, I would love to do an urban landscape. Actually, I would really, really like that, because I need to broaden my experience with that.
Very cool. And Shelby says, it's all beautiful. She loves all the creativity. And Tom says he will get on that.
Okay, seriously, we can make that happen.
That gave me ideas too, Tom. We'll be in touch. Most definitely.
Here, is that obvious?
Perfectly obvious. There we go. Like, subscribe. It's free. And it has no calories either. It's calorie free.
I heard if you subscribe and you actually ring the bell, it helps you lose weight.
I've heard the
for
same
entertainment
thing.
purposes only.
Yeah, entertainment purposes only. But I heard it helps you lose weight. I also heard there's something about good karma points.
Good karma. I like good karma.
Good karma points.
Interesting. So people are looking in my windows or walking by. Yes, I am talking. No, I'm not talking to myself. And yes, I'm on a paintbrush. Sorry. my
Ew, I am in a fishbowl.
Let's see. I need to ring that bell a lot. Yeah. And actually by doing that motion, you are actually burning calories. So you could be adding to weight loss.
It is.
Technically.
I wonder if you've put that in your Apple exercise thing, your workout and your Apple product,
fitness app or whatever.
Yeah, if it'll track how many points you earn, or however many calories you burn by doing that. I'm trying to work this here, kids. I'm trying to work this.
You can work it. You're working it good.
So, Heather, are you going to show us the canvas?
The one that I was working on today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't turn it over right now because I painted the sides, but this is going to be a vertical piece. And this is just the underpainting. So
nice.
I could see some forms and shapes and things already coming through. So,
and that is what kind of paint is that?
Acrylic.
Okay. And do you have any canvases or paint brushes or anything like that on your wish list?
No, but I should probably put some on there if people are interested.
Yes, you should.
Like I said in the beginning, I want us to be able to support. I mean, they don't have all the colors because I do need to get, some other colors from other companies. But if it's within people's financial means and you want to support a woman-owned, self-started business, Leah is a mom. When she found out she was pregnant with her first child, she says, I am not going to continue painting because she had an exhibit coming up. She needed to do paintings working with products that might be toxic to her child. So she went ahead. I think this was about 5 years ago and started her own company. All of her paints that she has is all plant-based, non-toxic. It's archival. It's eco-friendly. And she also supplies pigments, the pigments. She also supplies face paints, because even the face paints that are set, that she says are non-toxic, that's sold in the stores, have toxic chemicals in it. All her stuff for kids face painting, safe, non-toxic. She, has, pigments sold to make your own oil paints, to make your own watercolors.
I like that.
And she's got other, like, I want to say she also sells the walnut oils and stuff for the oil paint, so that it's the solvent is non-toxic as well. So you may pay just a little more, maybe, or around the same price as a tube of golden, let's say, professional grade acrylic paint, or like a Liquitex. But if you want to get main colors to start working with and to support, then that's the brand, to
Do
go
they
to.
have a wish list that you can,
Sure.
They don't sell on Amazon.
No, I was just saying, if they have a website, do
they do have a website, and I'm working on getting an affiliate link to at some point.
So you could
there we go. Jax, bada boom, bada bang.
Thank you, Jax.
So
and I would imagine they would, if somebody wanted to purchase something, they could ship it to you from them.
Yes. But they need to make sure that they don't get me the colors I already have.
Well, then that's why you need to have a list. See,
True.
you see what I'm doing?
Oh, I see what you're getting at on my description or my about page. Yeah.
I'm making Heather nervous, where I'm saying, tell people what it is that you want to support you, because then they can do that.
Yeah. But and if anybody knows anybody who has an art gallery that accepts my kind of work, that likes my kind of work,
there you go.
Put in a good word for me too. That'll help a lot.
Excellent.
So, but all righty. Oh, and Shelby has a website for her artwork. So yeah, check out Shelby's. Yeah. Well, it is 3:22, I believe.
Thanks for inviting me.
Well, thank you for joining us. This was a blast.
Thanks for another session, Heather.
Huh?
Thanks for another session, Heather.
Well, thank you, Jonathan, for being my artist in crime for these sessions.
Oh, my dog's going ballistic over some peacocks, so don't mind the noise if you're hearing it.
So when is the next one, and who is the next guest?
Well, we don't have the next date yet, but we're looking at having Lennon Smith join us next.
Nice.
Yes. Looking forward to it.
And Heather will be adding her some canvases to her wish list.
Yeah, I'll have to find a way of putting that in the my description box. Yeah. All right.
Amazon wish list, maybe? I don't know.
No, I don't know. I have to look on Amazon because it depends on certain companies. I mean, what they charge nowadays, and of course with tariffs and everything, and shipping is going to make things a little more. So I'll look to see, because I'm going to be a little busy starting around April, because I'm going back to school for my peer support certification training.
Nice.
So I can be a peer support advocate, and so my focus is going to be art. And with my certification, and I found out that WorkSource here in Oregon are going to give me financial assistance for my supplies for my clients. So I'm very excited about that.
That's
too.
Cool.
But for Heather stuff, definitely paints. I want to give, because when I left New York, I had to give up pretty much all of my art supplies to a cultural center, because I couldn't bring everything with me. So I can't tell you, hundreds of dollars of color pencils, pastels, oil pastels, you name it. So it'd be nice to, get some of that back in my collection. So I'll work on that, Gerald.
Okay. I'm just trying to be supportive.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm not being trying, and I may be coming.
No, you trying? Never.
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
You're not trying.
Well, Jonathan, you got anything coming up? on your channel before we say goodbye?
Who, me?
Yes, you, Jonathan.
No, I have my dog barking, so I can barely.
I know.
I don't really have anything lined up on my channel quite at the moment, but I will be with Gerald and Linda de Gonzalez next month for some readings. Check out Linda de Gonzalez's channel for that. I probably will broadcast on my channel as well. I'm guessing maybe. So
yeah, sounds good. Awesome. And then Jonathan and I'll put our heads together and see what we can do our next session. So maybe finish up some of those other pieces. And Gerald, that looks amazing.
Thanks.
I like that. I like the colors a lot. So
pretty happy with that. And I'm looking forward to doing an urban landscape coming up.
Yep. Stay tuned.
So
maybe we can get all four of us together to do some art. That would be fun. Me, you, Jonathan, and Tom. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Just saying.
Crazy.
Just saying.
You're talking crazy talk.
I'm crazy talking. I'm telling you, too much caffeine.
So you're on tonight in about an hour and a half?
Yeah, go on 8 o'clock with Roman. Golden XY. And we'll be hanging out. So that gives me about an hour and about an hour and a half to grab something to eat and relax and work on this painting a little bit more. So
excellent.
Yeah, my music.
Cool.
So, alrighty. I was going to end the show and have Jonathan. I don't want to end it without Jonathan being on the screen. Jonathan, where are you? There he is. Okay.
Sorry, my dog was going completely ballistic because someone isn't using the HOA park.
Well, naughty on them. They get sent to the naughty corner. So everybody, thank you again for joining us. Gentlemen, thank you for spending your time with me. I appreciate that so much. I enjoyed it very much. And
thanks for having me as always.
Thank you. And you're welcome. And we will see everybody in the next chat or our next live. Take care and happy Friday. And remember, like the Kira always said, Friday, we're in love. So remember, play that song, feel good. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.